we have 4 cards to reveal to you, the last 4 cards in the set. So we have Doomsday Prepper is a 5-mana 5/5 minion. With Outcast, your hero is immune until your next turn. Perennial Serpent is an 8-mana 7/9 beast with Rush, and it costs 4 less if a minion is dormant. Time Lost Glaive is a 1-mana 2/2 weapon. With Death Rattle, get a random demon from the past. And Eon Rend is a 4-mana Fell spell with Rewind. Deal 4 damage to 2 random enemies. So I thought we would start in our discussion talking about Perennial Serpent. So I found all of the dormant cards. There's a few here that are not pictured that I've never seen play, like Corridor Sleeper. The dormant cards.
It sees play when you generate it, right? Like you generate that off of the portal from the location from Warlock, but yeah, you're not playing that on purpose.
You're not playing that on purpose. So the cards that people have played on purpose that do dormant now, that Demon Hunter has access to, are Wyvern Slumber, which is the one that can summon 2 dormant minions, Grim Harvest, which is the draw card, summon a dormant Dreadseed, Ancient of Yore, of course, red card, Magtheridon, and Slumbering Sprite, which is the 1-mana 3/3 that awakens when you use your hero power. We've also gotten already revealed some dormant cards in neutral and one in Demon Hunter. And also note, red card works even if you dormant their minion. This is just if a minion is dormant on the board. It doesn't have to be yours. Even if just they have an Ancient of Yore, then this thing costs 4, which I like that. It's like, oh, you played your Ancient of Yore? Let me punish you for that real fast. Timeway Warden is a new card that was revealed in the announcement. 4-mana 2/6 battle cry. Imprison an enemy minion. It gets dormant for 10,000 turns. Death Rattle, awaken it. Here's, if we're playing Brewmaster for Broxigar, we also can just Brewmaster Timeway Warden and then be like, lols, you will never get it back. Paltry Flutterwing is a 1-mana 1/1 Death Rattle. Summon random 2-cost minion that is dormant for 2 turns. Time Lord Nozdormu is the 3-mana 8/8 dragon that is dormant for 5 turns, but then it's less for every new expansion card you play. There's a lot of options here, and if you can get this down on 4, that's crazy. You can even play this like in Shopper DH because it's not a demon. And if you get like a Magtheridon, I don't know if we're resurrecting Shopper DH for this, but it does. I mean, when you get this to work, that's pretty powerful.
Yeah, and getting something to be dormant isn't hard. I mean, there's enough stuff, and at least for the next few months, every Demon Hunter's playing red card. That's the 2 copies of red card, 2 copies of Grim Harvest, 2 copies of Wyvern Slumber. Those are all in basically every Demon Hunter deck right now. And only red card is rotating. So like that's still 4 cards that are probably going to be in every deck that are giving you dormant cards no matter what. So like it's not asking a ton from you to just get a 4-mana 7/9 sometimes. Obviously, you're going to draw poorly, or I'm going to draw poorly all the time, and it's never going to be 4 mana. But you will probably get it more often than not.
There is also another Dreadseed card that has not seen play, the 4-cost. That's Battle Cry and Death Rattle, summon a Dreadseed. That does conflict on the curve. So, maybe that isn't really likely. But I could see a world where you do Grim Harvest, Wyvern Slumber, and the Slumbering Sprite, you basically get to choose, right? Like, if you need it to be dormant to keep this active, you can just not hero power. And then, maybe if you've got enough recent cards, you have Time Lord Nozdormu, it'll be well worth it just to be able to curve into these huge stats on 4.
I will note one thing, which is if you play Grim Harvest on 2, you could get unlucky and get the one turn dormant. Wyvern Slumber always works. Grim Harvest, you could get unlucky if you play it on 2. So that is a thing to keep in mind. You would want to have redundancy if you play it then. It's still a good 2-drop to play on 2, though. I'm excited about this cards because I like hitting people hard with stuff. So
and also snacks.
And also snakes. Yes, the friend who got me into Hearthstone really likes snakes. Not like in a creepy way. She just likes animals in general. She's a biology teacher. But I'm going to be like, see, you should come play Hearthstone again. Look what you can play in the class that didn't exist when you stopped playing. So, I mean, it seems like it could be powerful in really any sort of Demon Hunter deck. If you're
Yeah.
a slower one and you're playing Ancient of Yore, sure. It has Rush, it can control the board.
Yeah. I mean, it's just you're playing dormant stuff in Demon Hunter, so it's good. It's probably just an auto include. Because like, why don't you want to play a 4-mana 7/9 if you're likely to get it a lot of the time?
The only
With
reason you're not
Rush.
doing it with Rush, yeah,
The
not
rush is
just a dumb body.
quite relevant.
Yeah.
It's very important. Yes, it is. It's not even just 4-mana 7/7. We can't even make the joke. It's a 4-mana 7/9.
Power creep is what it is. But
All right. Well, we also wanted to then talk about Doomsday Prepper, which is, as a reminder, the 5-mana 5/4 minion with Outcast. Your hero is immune until your next turn.
Sure.
that is a sentence. It sure is.
It's really expensive.
Is it?
There are times-
Is Ice Block for 5 mana really that bad?
Yeah.
There are times when you just need one more mana to have something happen. Like if you're waiting on an Exodar to save you, you play this on 6 and then you Exodar on 7. I was thinking about how like it also has you immune on your turn, so you are immune to pain stuff, but it's just better to play the tourist Arana for that purpose, because then she actually literally redirects it back at them. I don't think that like Pain Demon Hunter needs this necessarily, but there are times when just like I just need another turn can set you up.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the thing is that if you're playing this, you're probably playing a slower deck. Like the OTK Demon Hunter way back when would have loved this, right? Just to have one extra turn, and that was the deck that was slow enough. But also, if you're playing a deck is that slow, you're probably going to have cards stuck on the left that you may not be able to get out of the way to play this, which is a little bit weird. And because like we don't have a lot of Outcast stuff going on right now, but if you're playing any sort of a combo and you get a combo piece in your hand before this, you're gonna be sad. But you know, Chad is pointing out Eldari studies this is kind of a Hail Mary, turns Eldari studies into a Hail Mary, right? Like I've got 5 mana, I'm for sure going to die. Let me see if I can find Doomsday Prepper and get that right now, and then see if I can live for another turn. That is a legitimate play pattern, even if you never see that.
For sure, right? But like, I don't know. We don't typically evaluate cards based on random generation. Like, there's a fringe case for a lot of things, but usually we care about whether they're actually worth running. And I think, to me, the kind of deck that is going to want this is also the kind that might struggle to get it in Outcast position. If you are something that's more capable of getting it in Outcast position, then I'm surprised that you want this.
Yeah, I was thinking if there's like a meta where it's lots of aggro versus aggro, this lets you just like ignore a board and go face for a turn. But
sure, or use your weapon to kill something that would have killed you, I guess.
Yeah. So it's not that you would necessarily be sad to have it in a faster deck, but I don't know if we're running it unless maybe it's a very specific kind of meta. All right. We also have then Eon Rend, which is the 4-mana Fel spell with Rewind. Deal 4 damage to 2 random enemies.
Enemies means this goes face.
It does. Well, can it go face twice?
If the no, it can't, because I don't believe so, because if it could, it would say deal 4 damage to a random enemy, twice. Right? That's how that's phrased. Usually 2 random enemies means that it's going to look for 2 targets, and if there is only 1 target, it will only do 4 damage once.
Okay.
So you're at most doing 4 damage up to your opponent's face and 4 damage to their only minion that's on there. So it's not as good as if it were worded the other way, but also 8 damage for 4 mana would be silly. So yeah, I think it's fair adjacent, I guess, if you're wording it this way.
I mean, 4 mana is still kind of a lot. I don't know.
I spent plenty of time playing old school fireballs to deal 6 damage for 4 mana. So
Yeah, but you get to pick where that goes.
I mean, if everything else is gone, then it's fine. You get to pick where it doesn't go once.
Look, if we get oh gosh, what's his name? Replay all fell spells guy in core, then then I'm interested.
Jace to core 2026.
Yeah, Jace to core 2026.
No,
Do it.
Get that.
Yes.
He can stay home. He can stay in WoW with your husband. Like that is not what we need back in standard.
Might be something he lost to when he was busy losing in WoW. I don't know. I mean, he was holding his own in WoW, but definitely not doing as well as in standard, which will happen when you're playing a standard deck in WoW. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely better than it would be without the rewind, but it's still like if they have 2 minions, and you want it to hit face, you are not guaranteed that it'll hit face even if you rewind. There's a very good chance, and you have a decent chance if you don't want it to go face. You're like, no, I need to kill these 2 things. But it is a little it requires like very sort of specific board states to be a good clear. I don't know if that'll come up often enough.
The other thing with using this as a burn spell is that typically you're using a lot of spells on that turn that you're killing somebody, and if you need the rewind to get the spells to go where they need to go, you might run out of time in that turn before you get to finish. So that is something that you do want to be paying attention to if you're running this.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just thinking like the theoretical home for this is the face deck, right? The face Demon Hunter deck. And acupuncture costs 1.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this at 4 mana has a home. Maybe it does. Maybe it's just okay. Now for 5 mana, you can do acupuncture and this. But
I mean, acupuncture is also rotating. After the
yeah.
set.
Well,
so
still, that's 4 months.
Yeah, but this is the time of year where we start considering that things that are maybe not great now could get a lot better when things that are better than them go away.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I just want to be more optimistic about the first set of next year.
Then playing 4 mana, deal 4 damage, and maybe clear something.
I've played enough Void Rens to be okay with 4 mana for 4 damage, but that's just me.
Yeah, and that's in core. It's not a good card.
I mean, if you play this on curve, you're probably dealing with like a turn 3 board, right? Like if they have a turn 3 board, you play this on curve, you deal with their board, and/or you go face. But we'd probably rather be developing our own board. Well, our last card that we revealed that we want to talk about a little bit more is Time Lost Glaive. This is the 1 mana 2/2 weapon with Death Rattle, get a random demon from the past. It's a 1 mana 2/2 weapon.
Yep.
Also, it gives you a demon for the past, but you don't. That's like practically a downside in most decks. I did put on here cards we haven't yet talked about that were just revealed right about when we started recording, which are cards that care about having no minions in your deck, but like generating minions. This does generate a minion into your hand without being a minion. So it does kind of fit in that package, potentially. But it's a 1 mana 2/2 weapon.
Yeah. It's just solid, right? Like, as long as you don't care about... As long as you're not playing the 3-cost spell that discover a Death Rattle, play its Death Rattle, and get a copy of it, I think you're fine running this, right? Like,
yeah. I don't think Quest Demon Hunter is close enough for this to make a difference, but it does deal 2 damage.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a good point.
That's relevant. It's a strong aggressive card that deals 2 damage.